Wow, Mia. Gentle sun, a whispering breeze. Wait, that's no breeze. Those trees are talking. I have heard of this place, Character Grove. These trees love talking about dynamic characters. We've learned about some key story elements from plot to point of view. Now, let's dig into characters. Today we'll learn to identify direct and indirect characterization. Then we'll practice interpreting characterization. Okay, don't leaf without me, Mia. Get it? Leaf? Hey, wait up! When I think about my favorite books, the first thing that pops to mind are their characters. The people, animals, or even talking trees in the story. I wonder what characters are popular here in Character Grove.
At first I didn't care, but the more details that I noticed, the more he stole my heart.
That tree clearly has a character in mind. But before we can explore characters, let's discuss what characterization means. Characterization refers to the details an author uses to introduce characters and show their readers what those characters are like. For example, check out these two trees. This one's smiling and rounded, which could characterize her as sweet and gentle. This other one's screaming with jagged branches. That might show she's angry and intimidating. Strong characterization creates interesting characters. Let's identify some direct and indirect characterization. Hello, tree? Sounds like there's a character on your mind. Care to share?
There is one character that I keep thinking about. Also, my name is Timothy.
Hi, I'm Caroline, and this is Mia. Let's hear about that memorable character.
Ah, yes, that remarkable young man. He was kind and brave.
Well, that's straightforward. Timothy's description is direct characterization. That's when an author directly tells the readers what a character is like. Direct characterization is useful because it's easy to understand. However, sometimes it's not interesting or detailed. I can't quite imagine this character. I don't think I understand why he seemed kind or brave. Could you tell us more?
Of course. This character really did steal my heart away. This young man, clad in simple attire, wandered into Character Grove. "Need help, little one?" he'd ask, guiding lost animals home. Hiding creatures would emerge as he passed. He faced down a fearsome storm, concerned not for his sake, but worrying. May the lightning spare the trees.
With those details, I can see how that character would steal your heart. This time, Timothy's description is indirect characterization. That's when an author indirectly shows the readers what a character is like. As readers, indirect characterization means we have to think harder to interpret the character's traits from the author's clues. However, it can be more interesting and detailed than direct characterization. Authors show indirect characterization by describing characters' speech, thoughts, effect on others, actions, and looks. We can remember those by thinking about how dynamic characters steal our hearts. The first letter of each type of detail spells steal. Let's explore indirect characterization by finding some of those details. Be ready to follow along in your PDF. Speech means what the character says and how they say it. Can you find any dialogue this character has? I found that he says, "Need help, little one?" to lost animals. Now, let's look for the character's thoughts. Authors might use italics to narrate what characters are thinking or just summarize their thoughts. Do you see any thoughts here? Take a moment to underline or highlight on your PDF. Down here, during a storm, he thinks, "May the lightning spare the trees." Effect on others means the way other characters react to the character we're analyzing. If someone walks in and everybody cheers, that person is probably fun. But if everyone leaves, that character may be rude. When we analyze effect on others, we're looking for reactions. Can you find any reactions from others here? Mark what you find on your PDF. I noticed that Timothy said hiding creatures would emerge for this character. Actions are what a character does. We're focusing on actions that could reflect personality, like choices or actions driven by emotions. If you see any actions like that here, mark them on your PDF. Maybe these. He guided lost animals home and faced down a fearsome storm. Finally, looks means the character's appearance. Things like facial expressions, clothing, or posture. On your PDF, mark any details about appearance. Well, it says he wore simple attire. That could be a characterizing hint. Great work! Now we'll interpret these clues by deciding what the author is trying to show us about the character. We'll focus on just a few details for now. Let's go back to speech. He says, "Need help, little one?" What kind of person helps a lost animal and calls it little one? I think that shows he's caring. For effect on others, it says, hiding creatures would emerge as he passed. Does that seem positive or negative? How do you think the creatures felt about him? Pause the video here and write your idea above the highlighted detail in the PDF. Shy animals might only come out around people that seem safe. This could show he's trustworthy. If you wrote a different positive trait, that could make sense too. Lastly, his looks. He wears simple attire. What can that tell us? Pause the video here and write your idea above the highlighted detail in the PDF. What did you decide? I think it's like choosing sneakers instead of fancy shoes. He cares more about being comfortable and prepared than looking flashy. So this characterizes him as practical. Of course, there's more than one way to interpret a text. Do you think your answer seems similar? Okay, seems like this character was caring, trustworthy, and practical. Come to think of it, Timothy, you've been helping us, which characterizes you as tremendous. Huh?
Oh, stop. You're too kind. But really, please stop. I strongly dislike puns.
I guess that means it's time to leave, not leaf. Let's go, Mia. Bye, Timothy. There are so many colorful characters in Storyline Straight. Over the next few days, you'll use your PDF to explore characterization. When you've conquered those quests, let's rendezvous at Climate Cliffs. Until then, remember, every story is a new horizon. See you next time.
Hey, hey.